aren't the droids we're looking for.
I got a bad feeling about this.
It's them! Blast them!
Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Jerry's Game Shop. Here we got a vlog, battle report for you guys. Got Derek in the studio today. He is running Shadow Collective for the first time with a list that we just built up with Maul and some pikes and swoops and black suns and all the things. We'll put the list on the screen for you there so you can check that out. And then I am running the same list that I just ran in a full bat rep. I'm not sure if this one's going to come out before the full bat rep or not, so I will not spoil how that game went. But I got Luke and Leia and Chewbacca. What are you doing in there? And some Super Rebel veterans without any heavies. I've got a Super Slinger. I've got some Rebel Troopers with an Astromech. Rebel Troopers with a shotgun. And swoops. We got double land speeder as well. Really fun list. We are playing bunker assault and recon mission. I'm just realizing we forgot to mark our units with recon mission, but we're gonna mark that. We'll let you know who it is. He played Phantom Menace turn 1. I played Return of the Jedi. He issued orders to Maul and a Pike unit. He is transporting his 2 Black Sun units, so they have an order. And then he did independent aims on the swoop bikes. Was going to try and get aggressive there in true Derek style. And then, yeah, so we'll mark our recon mission unit and let you know, and we'll check in on the gameplay. All right, so I chose my Super Slingers, and he's going to go with Maul. Stink. All right, these veterans moved out. Popped a shot into these pikes who moved up, and we picked up 3 of them. We rolled 7 hits unaimed, so I don't want to take everybody clutch. Yeah, I don't want to take that whip boy. Okay. So that unit is down to half, and they burned their dodge. All right, the bus has moved on, deployed some Black Suns, and popped a shot into my Rebel Shotgun Trooper unit that had moved up there, and got 3 hits, 1 crit, 1 hit, 1 to cover. Dodged 1 with Leia's, 1 with their own dodge, so they still have 2 dodges. And then failed to save on the crit, so we're losing the guy there. All right, land speeder saw some Black Suns and came on the table, popped 2 shots into them, leaving just the leader and the heavy. So we'll roll our damage real fast, see if we take any all up. And just 1. So this bus, the raiding party leader bus, moved on the table, dumped the Black Suns behind it, moved up again in front of him, and then popped a door gunner shot into the shotgun guys who were able to dodge it. So, all right, these Ewoks moved on to throw some stones at that, see if we could get more than 5 hits. We got 5 exactly, so no damage to the bus. All right, this land speeder moved up, aim shot into here. We got 6 after impact coming in on our first shot into the bus. And 3 saves. You gotta roll 1 more. You got 5 dice in there. Oh no, there's some this way. Yeah. Yep. So 3 of 3 takes 3 wounds. I also had these swoops move onto the table earlier, and they rolled a crit that I didn't block. So that's 4 wounds on there. We're gonna shoot it again. Only a hit crit this time, and then he failed both blocks, so that's going to be 6 wounds and 2 ions onto the bus. Did do 1 wound onto the unstable astromech, did 1 wound. All right, Rebel Vets decided they had seen enough of that bus. They aimed, shot. After the aim, we had everything coming through. Armor takes 5, rolled 4, failed 2, which was just enough to blow it up. All right, Chewbacca's moving on to the table, so shot into those guys. I had a draw, so I lose 3. Yeah, we had 3 crits, pierce 1, so that's 3 dead Black Sun on that unit. Maul also got crazy, infiltrated, and double moved to there, choked a Rebel Trooper unit, so yeah, things are looking pretty scary over here. All right, in the round, we got our Black Suns over there, or not our Black Suns, our swoop bikes on the right over there. Land speeders over here. We got our Ewok Slingers here, veterans here, Shotgun Rebel Troopers, Chewie and Luke. Luke's over here. Moved up, inspired those guys. I moved Luke there because Maul's coming over I'm really scared about this side over here. I really just have these veterans here. I've got Leia here. This Lance Speeder can move over here to help. But he's got Black Suns and 2-man Black Sun and like a 3-man pike and a full pike and 2 swoops and bus over here. So that's scary stuff on that side. Maul's up in my chili over here. I'm pretty scared about this one, to be honest. So we'll see what happens this turn. He played at last. Whoops, I just kicked that table. He played at last. I played my ally as the force. We're on round 2. His recon mission guy is Maul. So Maul's about to come in here and score a point and probably kill stuff. All right, Derek surprised me. He sent Maul into the speeder bike, or into the land speeder, and we'll see what he does. All right, Maul finished off, rolled 5 into that land speeder, and land speeder blocked 2 of 5, which were pierced, and it died. He also put observations on the swoops and on the Ewoks, so he scored a point for the secondary. All right, I went to the bag. Very first pull was my heavy. Unfortunately, I did not want that one yet, but we shot and then moved and compulsed. We did 2 wounds and an ion onto the bus. Black Sun's in the magnet, moving up on this land speeder. You can throw a bomb at it. All right, that land speeder took 3 wounds. Pulled my Ewoks next. My bag has not been kind to me. And then they are slinging rocks into Maul. We got 7. And Maul will deflect a rock back at us, and we'll take 2 wounds. And then we'll score our secondary, popping an observation on the Maul and on the Black Suns. All right, the ion was not enough. It could just barely see the back corner of this land speeder. Got 3 after covered, and then they all, I failed all 3. So yeah, that's bad news because I had 1 repair left on the table. So it's too bad. Couldn't pull them fast enough. All right, these veterans moved up into contesting range. Popped a shot into the Black Sun. Got 5 out in the open. He blocked 3 of them. Took 2. Just the leaders left on this Black Sun. All right, my rebel vets aim shot into these swoops. Got 6. 1 went to light cover, and then he blocked 3 of 5. So just 2 wounds. Won't lose a model. All right, this 3-man shotgun squad moved us to the POI. Popped a shot in the Maul. 2 went to cover, 2 natty blocks, just another suppression on Maul. We did not spend the observation token. That's still sitting there for others. All right, the swoops, compulse move, shot into Maul in the open. Got 4. Maul blade 3, natty blocked 1. That is the end of Maul, unfortunately. Also, there is Maul's recon mission token right there. All right, double whip boys, double moved into the Ewoks. So we're 3-3 on this one currently, but I still have Luke and Chewie who can go and get in there. All right, Luke moved in, puts me at 4 units there, and did 2 wounds to those spikes. Only rolled 3. They dodged 1, and then took 2. All right, another unit of swoops, compulse move, shooting into the vets, and then I'm guessing we'll have a strike and fade overrun unit set. All right, unfortunately, after a shot and a strike and fade overrun, I lost 5 minis, just 2 guys left in that unit. All right, Leia moved around, shot in that swoop bike, did 3 wounds, 2 wounds. So we got 2, both swoop bikes had 2 wounds on them. All right, our swoop bike proxies moving up, shooting rebel troopers, the 3-man, and shooting them, and then gonna do some overruns afterwards. All right, those swoops, strike and fade, they shot the rebel troopers, did nothing. And then rolled 3 crits on the overrun, picked them up, and then now they have another overrun into the veterans. All right, Chewbacca moved, shot into this back wounded swoop. He rolled 2 of, the swoop blocked 2 of 3 to light cover. The other one was pierced. So just 3 wounds left on one, and then 4 on the other. All right, these rebel troopers, my repair boys, who were sad because they had no land speeders left this turn to repair, moved, shot at the 3-wound bike, and put 2 wounds on it. So we have a single bike mini with 1, and then B's, that's the 2 bike squad with 4 wounds left. All right, end around. We got a little ahead of ourselves. He played ploy. I played brains and brawn. He's actually up to 3 points. I'm at 1. I just forgot to move that because he prevented me from securing my point. He did secure his point back there, or did not secure that point back there. He secured that one and this one and put a wound on it. He played ploy. He went with Black Sun unit that shot into my rebel troopers, did a wound to them. And then I went with Leia, moved up here, shot these pikes because he made those pikes his commander after losing Maul, so you could get some extra damage onto that POI. So we had to target them. Chewie added those dice, and we were able to pick them up. Leia is also now contesting that point. All right, so he pulled another core. He's going to go with those pikes. There's 4 of them left. They're going to aim and whip Luke. All right, pretty good pike roll. We will spend Luke's prepared supply dodge. We will roll 4, get surge to block, and he is fine, unfortunately, for Derek. 2-man vets over here pulled them. They aim and shot the 1 wound swoop. We got 1 through. Derek failed the cover and the save, so we picked up that unit with our 2-man veteran. All right, we got another whip pike double moving onto that point. Super vets aim shot into the swoops, did 2 wounds. All right, Bus just double moved in the ear, is now contesting. He's got 3 units and I have 2. All right, these swoops compulsed, moved, and double overruns that single Black Sun guy. Got 1 hit the first time, 2 the second, and he blocked all of it. All right, these swoops compulse, or aim, shot, and compulsed. Picked up these 2 veterans with the shot. All right, the swoops picked up the veterans. They compulsed, shot, and moved to overrun Leia. Did 1 wound onto Leia. I activated these rebel troopers. We moved. We got a dodge. There's the dodge, and we shot into the weak point of the bus. Only got 1 through, and then he blocked it. So still just 2 wounds on the bus. All right, those swoop proxies shot into the veterans, picked up 3 of them, and then overran them for 1 more. 4 dudes left in that unit, and they're moving that way. All right, the Black Sun punched 1 Ewok to death, and then we aim punched the Black Sun. I'm wishing that I would have done it in the 4-man pike, because we rolled 5 natty crits, and they picked up that Black Sun guy. Okay, end around, Luke withdrew from the pikes to that point, and then secured it at the end around, putting 2 wounds on it. And then what else fun happened? I don't think anything else fun happened. Chewie just double moved to prevent score. I played somebody has to save our skins. He played standing orders because he's out of cards. It was 4-4 at the end of the round. I went with Leia. I was trying to pick up these pikes. She did take cover and gave a dodge to Chewie and herself. Shot the pikes. They dodged and blocked. And then Chewie moved into melee and they blocked 2 of 3. So just 1 wound on the pikes after all of that. And Chewie and Leia have both gone. They're just going to be holding on for dear life. Pull the core. He pulled the core. His Black Suns are going to pop out, shoot these rebel troopers. Did 2 wounds. Just the leader and the astromech. All right, the Ewoks aim and punched the pikes. Just got 2. He dodged 1, failed the save, took a wound. That will also pop the secondary, putting an observation token on the swoops that are now activating and the pikes. All right, my swoops survived being shot by those swoops. Who overran the Ewoks and did 2 wounds. And then my swoops overran the pikes twice, just leaving the leader and compulsed there. All right, Luke did a speed 1 move off of that difficult terrain. We'll secure that point at the end of the round. Shot on the swoop bikes, did just 2 wounds into that. All right, bad news for the rebellion here. The veteran's aim shot was only able to get 1 more wound on that swoop, so that swoop will live. And it looks like I'm not going to score that point, which does stink because he's going to score this point. It's going to blow up. I'll blow up that one. He'll score that point, and we'll be tied. So yeah, we'll both be tied at 8. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we are at the end of the round. Blew up that POI. I blew up that POI. It is 8-8. I played Common Cause. He played Standing Orders again. Chewie was angry with tenacity, aim punched them, spent the aim to make it lethal for 5, Pierce 1, and he full blanked all 7 white dice. So that picks them up, and then now I get to go with Luke, and he's gonna try and finish off this speeder bike. All right, Luke, burst of speed, and blew up the speeder.
Hello.
All right, the Ewoks were able to aim and punch and kill that pike, preventing him from grabbing that. All right, the bus moved, shot into that veteran unit, just leaving 1 left. This veteran was trying to be a hero, moved, shot into those swoops, rolled a crit, but the swoops blocked it. All right, swoops overran that single rebel trooper twice, only got 1 after an aim. And we spent the dodge, and then he overran again without an aim, got a crit, but I rolled a natty block, and then he compulsed to there. All right, and then because that swoop isn't actually there, because that swoop had moved out from the compulse, there wasn't really a place for him to land that was still contesting, and it wouldn't have made a difference because I had that swoop left to compulse over to either tie it or score that point. So assuming that he was able to stay there, I still scored this point. He wouldn't have scored that point, and it would make it 9-8, but it ended up shaking out to 10-8. So thanks for watching. See you next time.